Welcome friends. So today we will be seeing test 3. This is academic Cambridge 19, okay? Reading passage 2. You should spend about 20 minutes on question 14 to 26 which are based on reading passage 2 below. Okay, so this is the title of the passage, the global importance of wetlands. Okay? Global means all around the world, okay? All around the world. Importance means significance, okay? The significance of wetlands around the world, okay? And what do you mean by wetlands? Wetlands means, wetlands means areas where water covers the soil, okay? The definition of wetlands or the meaning of wetlands is areas where water covers the soil, okay? So now let's see the image, the picture of wetlands, okay? Okay, so we have seen the picture of wetlands, okay? So from the title of the passage we can assume that there must be something regarding the importance of wetlands in these paragraphs, okay? So as we are seeing, ABCD is already mentioned, so we can assume that there must be something questions like list of heading or lists of endings, okay? Lists of people or matching heading, this type of question we can assume, okay, if ABCD is mentioned in the passage, okay? So now let's quickly see the type of questions, okay? So the paragraphs A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, okay? So in total we have 8 paragraphs, okay? So now let's quickly see our types of questions. So our first question type is question 14 to 17. Reading passage 2 has 8 paragraphs A to H. Which paragraph contains the following information? Okay, write the correct letter A to H in the boxes 14 to 17 on your answer sheet. Okay, so now let's quickly mark our keywords. Okay, 14 number, reference to the need to ensure means to make sure, okay? Make sure that inhabitants of wetland regions continue benefit from them, okay? Inhabitants means native people, okay? Local people, local or native people around the wetland regions, okay? 15 number, the proportion of wetlands which have already been lost, okay? The proportion means percentage, okay? The percentage of wetlands which have already been lost, okay? Reference, 16 number, reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetlands, okay? Reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetlands. 17 number, mention of the cultural significance of wetlands, okay? Mentioning of the cultural importance of wetlands, okay? We have to look for these keywords in our paragraph, okay? We have to look for these keywords. So now let's quickly move towards our next question type, that is questions 18 to 22. Complete the sentences below. Choose one word only, okay? So this is important. If they are asking for one word, then we will write only one word only, okay? Choose one word only from the passage for each answer. Write your answers in the boxes 18 to 22 on your answer sheet. 18 number, peatlands, this is our keyword, peatlands which have been drained, this is also our keyword, which have been drained, begin to release dash instead of storing it, okay? Peatlands which have been drained begin to release dash instead of storing, okay? 19 number, once peatland areas have been cleared, once peatland areas have been cleared, dash are more likely to occur. Okay, dash are more likely to occur. Okay, so we have to look for these keywords. 20 number, clearing peatland forest to make way for oil palm plantation destroys the dash of the local environment. Okay, clearing peatland forest to make way, okay, to make way for oil palm plantation destroys the dash of the local environment. Okay, destroys means damage. Okay, destroys means damage the dash of the local environment. Okay, 21 number, water is drained out of peatlands through the dash which are created by logging companies. Okay, logging companies. Okay, so these are our keywords. 22 number, draining peatlands lead to dash a serious problem which can eventually result in coastal flooding and land loss. Okay, so these are our keyword. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our next question type. Okay, questions 22 to 26. Look at the following statement, questions 23 to 26, and the list of experts below. Okay, lists of experts below. Okay, so these are the lists of experts. Okay, these are lists of experts. Okay, match each statement with the correct expert A to D. Okay, match each statement. These are the statement. Okay, we have to match this statement with this list of experts. Okay, A to D, A, B, C and D. Okay, we have to match this list of experts with these statements. Okay, write the correct letter A to D in the boxes 23 to 26 on your answer sheet. Okay, so let's quickly read the statements. 23 number, communities living in wetland region must be included in discussions about the future of these areas. Okay, so in this question, okay, so in this statement what they are saying that communities who living in the wetland region, they must be included in the discussion about the future of these areas. Okay, 24 number, official policies towards wetlands vary means differ from one nation to the next. Okay, what they are saying in this statement, they are saying that official policies toward wetland, it differs from nation to nation. Okay, 25th number, people cause harm to wetlands without having any intention to do so. Okay, so people, what they are saying in this statement, they are saying people cause harm to wetlands without having any intention to do so. Okay, means people are not damaging wetlands with intention. Okay, they are not doing it intentionally. Okay, 26 number, initiatives to reverse environmental damage need not to be complex. Okay, what they are saying, initiatives to reverse the environmental damage, it should not be complex. Okay, so let's see the list of experts. A number, Matthew McCartney. B, Peter Van Eyck. C, Markel Silvius. D, Dave Tickner. Okay, so these are our lists of experts and also our major keywords. Okay, we have to look for these keywords. We have to match these lists of experts with these statements. Okay, with these statements. So now let's quickly read our paragraphs. Okay, so our first keyword is inhabitants. Okay, our first keyword is inhabitants. Okay, percentage, proportion. Okay, an idea to appreciate the value of wetlands and cultural significance. Okay, and here our keyword is peatland and drained, and in this our keyword is communities. Okay, so let's first quickly read our paragraphs, okay, and let's find our answers, okay. So let's quickly read our A paragraph. Okay, so let's quickly read our A paragraph, okay. Wetlands. Wetlands are the areas where water covers the soil, okay. So this is the definition or meaning of the wetlands, okay. Wetlands are the areas where water covers the soil or is present either at or near the surface of the soil for all or part of the year, okay. These are complex ecosystems rich in unique means special, okay. Unique means as special as, okay. Rich in unique plant and animal life, okay. These are complex ecosystem rich in unique plant and animal life, okay. But according to the Worldwide Fund for Nature, short form is WWFN, half of the world's wetland have disappeared. Disappeared means diminished, okay. Disappeared means diminished. Diminished, okay. Disappeared. Half of the world's wetlands have disappeared since 1990, converted or destroyed for commercial development, drainage schemes, and the extraction of minerals and peat, okay. So what do by peat? Peat means they have mentioned here, okay. Peat, the definition of peat they have mentioned here. A brown deposit formed by the partial decomposition of vegetation in wet acidic condition, often cut out and dried for use as fuel, okay. Okay, this is the definition of peat, okay. A brown deposit formed by the partial decomposition of vegetation in wet acidic condition, often cut and dried for use as fuel, okay. So let's move forward. Many of those that remain have been damaged by agricultural pesticides, fertilizers, industrial pollutants, and construction works, okay. So what in this paragraph they are saying? They are saying that wetlands are the areas where water covers the soil. They are either present at or near the surface of the soil for all or part of the year, okay. For all means all throughout the year or part of the year, okay. These are complex ecosystem rich in unique plant and mineral life. But according to the Worldwide Fund for Nature, half of the world wetlands have disappeared or damaged or diminished, okay, since 1990, converted or destroyed for commercial development, drainage scheme, and the extraction of the minerals and peat. Many of those mean here they are talking about the wetlands. Many of those wetlands that remain have been damaged by agriculture, pesticides and fertilizers, industrial pollutants and construction works, okay. So now let's see whether we are getting our answers or not. So our first question type, what they are asking, let's see. Reference to the need to ensure that the inhabitants of the wetland region continue to benefit. We have not seen anything regarding this. The proportion of wetlands which have already been lost. Yes, this thing we have seen. The proportion of the wetlands which have been lost. Lost means disappeared. Already been lost means they are means disappeared, okay. Disappeared, okay. The proportion of wetlands which have already been disappeared or lost, okay. So in the same paragraph only, in A paragraph only, we have seen that here what they are saying, half of the world wetlands have disappeared since 1990, converted or destroyed for commercial development, drainage schemes and the extraction of the minerals and peat, and many of those that remain have been damaged by agriculture, pesticides, fertilizer and industrial pollutants and construction works, okay. So half of the means they are talking about 50%. Half of the world wetlands means 50%, okay. Half means 50%. Half of the world wetlands have disappeared, okay. have been disappeared or lost is the same thing. Okay, so our answer is from this line. Okay, our answer is from this line. Half of the world wetlands have disappeared. Okay, and in question what they are asking, the proportion. Okay, the proportion of wetlands which have already been lost. Okay, so the what proportion? 50%. Okay, half of the wetlands they are talking about 50%. Okay, half means 50%, and it is the proportion. Okay, half of the proportion of the wetland which have already been lost. Okay, so we will write A in front of 15 in our answer sheet. Okay, because why we will write A? Because this answer we have got from A paragraph. Okay, that's why we have written A. So we will write A in front of 15 in our answer sheet. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so let's see. A reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate. So this thing we have not seen in the A paragraph. Okay, peatlands which have been drained begin to release dash instead of storing it. So we have not seen anything regarding this also, and till now we are not getting anything regarding these lists of experts. Okay, so we will move forward towards our B paragraph. Okay friends, so let's quickly read our B paragraph. Throughout history, humans have gathered around wetlands. Okay, throughout history, humans have gathered around wetlands, and their fertile ecosystems have played an important part in human development. Consequently, they are of considerable religious, historical, and archaeological value to many communities around the world. Okay, so what they are saying in this paragraph, they are saying that wetlands are of considerable religious, historical, and archaeological value to many of the communities around the world. Okay, wetlands directly support the livelihood and well-being of millions of people, says Dr. Matthew McCartney. Okay, so this is our keyword. Principal researcher and hydrologist at the International Water Management Institute. In many developing countries, large number of people are dependent on wetland agriculture for their livelihood. Okay, so in this paragraph what they are saying that throughout the history humans have gathered around the wetlands, and their fertile ecosystem have played an important part in the human development, and these wetlands have really these wetlands are of considerable religious, historical, and archaeological value to many communities around the world. Okay, and wetlands directly support the livelihood and well-being of the million of people, says Dr. Matthew McCartney. Okay, this is also our keyword. Principal researcher and hydrologist at the International Water Management Institute. In many developing countries, large number of people are dependent on wetland agriculture for their livelihood. Okay, so now let's see whether we are getting our answer or not. So let's see our 14 number of question. Okay, reference to the need to make sure that inhabitants of wetland region continue to benefit from them. So we have not seen anything regarding like this. 16 number, reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetland. Okay, so this type of thing also we have not seen. 17, mention of the cultural significance of wetlands. Yes, just a mention. Okay, just a mentioning and not the description. Okay, just a mentioning of the cultural significance of wetlands. Yes, in B number of paragraph we have just seen this. Okay, just a mentioning of the cultural significance. Okay, so in B number of paragraph what they are saying consequently they are means they are talking about wetlands. Okay, consequently they are of considerable religious, historical, and archaeological value. Okay, so wetlands have religious means they are talking about cultural significance. Okay, wetlands have cultural significance. Okay, religious, historical, and archaeological value. Okay, so we are getting our answer from here to here. Okay, they are of considerable religious, historical, and archaeological value to many communities around the world. Okay, so in 17 number what they are asking, mentioning of the cultural significance. Okay, religious, religious value. Okay, the same thing they are asking. Mention of the cultural significance of wetlands. Okay, so in B number of paragraph we are getting our answer. Okay, so we will write B in front of 17 in our answer sheet. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, I hope you understood this. Why we have written B here? Because we are getting our answer from B. Okay, from where we are getting our answer? From here we are getting our answer. Okay, they are of considerable religious means cultural significance. Okay, they are of considerable religious, historical and archaeological value to many communities around the world. Okay, I hope you understood this. We are getting our answer from this, from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our next question type. Okay, peatlands which have drained begin to release. Okay, so we have not seen anything regarding peatlands which have been drained begin to release. Okay, till now we have not seen anything regarding this. Okay, and we have seen McCartney. Okay, we have seen McCartney. So McCartney, what McCartney is saying? McCartney is saying that, okay, so in A number of paragraph, in B number of paragraph, we have got our another keyword, Matthew McCartney. Okay, McCartney, what McCartney is saying? McCartney is saying that wetlands directly support the livelihood and well-being of millions of people, says Dr. Matthew McCartney. Okay, directly support. Okay, so we will write just directly support the livelihood. Okay, we will just mention, we will just write for our easiness, we will just write this. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our answer or not from these statements. Okay, communities living in wetland must be included in discussion about the future of these areas. We have not seen anything regarding this. Official policies, we have not seen anything regarding this. People cause harm to wetland without any intention, we have not seen. Initiatives to reverse environmental damage need not to be complex. So these all the statements we have not seen till now. Okay, so we will move forward towards our C number of paragraph. Okay, we will move forward towards our C paragraph. Okay, let's quickly read it. They also serve a crucial environmental purpose. They means they are talking about wetlands. Okay, they are talking about wetlands. Okay, wetlands also serve a crucial environmental purpose. Crucial means important. Okay, important environmental purpose. Wetlands are one of the key tools in mitigating climate change across the planet, says Peter Van Ezek. Okay, so this is also our keyword. Head of Climate Adaptation at Wetlands International, pointing to their use as buffers that protect coastal areas from sea level rise. Okay, and extreme weather events such as hurricanes and flooding. Okay, so these wetlands are very important to protect against hurricanes and flooding. Okay, wetland coastal forest provide food and water as well as shelter from storms and Wetland International and other agencies are working to restore those forests which have been lost. Okay, it can be as simple as planting a few trees per hectare to create shade and sustainability and substantially change a microclimate. He says implementing climate change project isn't so much about money. Okay, implementing climate change project isn't so much about money. He says, he means they are talking about Peter. Okay, he says means they are talking about Peter. Okay, Peter Van Ezek. Okay, what Peter Van Ezek is saying, that climate change project isn't too much about money. Okay, it should be as simple as the climate change project should be simple. Okay, it should not so much about money. Okay, so now let's see whether we are getting our answers or not. So our first question type, reference to the need to ensure that inhabitant of wetlands. So we are not getting anything regarding this. Reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate. So this type of thing also we have not seen in this paragraph. Okay, peatlands which have been drained begin to release dash instead of storing it. So we have not seen anything regarding this till now. We have not seen anything regarding this. Okay, so we will move forward, and here our keyword is Peter Van Eyck. What he is saying, he is saying in the paragraph that it should be as simple as implementing climate project isn't so much about money. Okay, and in let's see the statements. Communities living in the wetland must be included in discussion. So we have not seen anything regarding this. Official policies also we have not seen. People cause harm to wetlands without having any intention. We have not seen. Initiatives to reverse environmental damage need not to be complex. Yes, this thing we have seen. Reverse means restore. Reverse means restore. We have just seen this. Okay, we have just seen this keyword, reverse environmental damage. Okay, where in the same paragraph only, in the C number of paragraph only, what here they are saying, Wetlands International and other agencies are working to restore those forests which have been lost. Okay, so this line is important. Okay, it can be as simple as planting. It can be as simple as planting a fewer trees per hectare to create shade and sustainability. Change a microclimate, he says. He says means Peter Van Eyck says. Okay, implementing climate change project isn't so much about money. Okay, so from these lines, we are getting our answer from here to here. Okay, from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, what they are saying, it can be as simple as planting a few trees per hectare. Okay, so planting a few trees per hectare means they are talking about the project. They are talking about the tree plantation project. Okay, tree plantation project means they are talking about the plantation of the few trees per hectare to create shade and sustainability, change a microclimate, he says. Implementing climate change project isn't so much about money. Okay, I hope you understood this. We are getting our answer from this. Okay, we are getting our answer from this. Okay, so Peter Van Eyck is saying that initiatives to reverse environmental damage need not to be complex. Okay, so Peter Van Eyck is saying. Okay, so we will write B in front of 26 in our answer sheet. Okay, so the statement, Peter Van Eyck is saying initiatives to reverse environmental damage need not to be complex. Okay, it should be as simple as just a tree plantation per hectare. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our next paragraph, that is D paragraph. Okay, the world's wetlands are unfortunately rich resources for in-demand commodities such as palm oil and pulp wood. Okay, peatlands. Okay, this is our keyword, peatlands or wetlands. Okay, peatlands or wetlands with a waterlogged organic soil layer are particularly targeted. Okay, for why they are targeted? They are targeted because they have to fulfill the demand for palm oil and pulp wood. Okay, so that's why they are targeting peatlands. Okay, when peatlands are drained, okay, so this is also our keyword, drained. Okay, when peatlands are drained for cultivation, they become net carbon emitters instead of active carbon stores. Okay, emitters means release. Okay, release. Emitter means release. Okay, instead of active carbon store. Okay, and according to the Markel Silvius, so this is also our keyword, Markel Silvius, head of climate smart land use at Wetland International, this practice causes 6% of all global carbon emissions. Okay, the clearance of peatlands for plantation also increases the risk of forest fires, which release huge amount of carbon dioxide, CO2. We are seeing huge peatland forests with extremely high biodiversity value being lost for a few decades of palm oil revenue, says Silvius. Okay, So many things we are getting in this. So here they are saying that unfortunately rich sources for in demand commodities such as palm oil and pulpwood, okay, these wetlands are damaged, okay, for the purpose of palm oil and pulpwood, to fulfill the palm oil and pulpwood demand, okay. Peatlands or wetlands with a waterlogged organic soil are particularly targeted, okay. Yes, when peatlands are drained for cultivation, they become net carbon emitter instead of active carbon stores, okay. And according to the Markel CVS, head of climate, this practice causes 6% of all global carbon emission. The clearance of peatlands for planting also increases the risk of forest fires, which release huge amount of carbon dioxide. We are seeing the huge peatland forest with extremely high biodiversity, value being lost, okay, for a few decades of oil palm revenue, says Sylvius, okay. So now let's quickly see our types of question, okay. So our first question type is, let's see our first question. Reference to the need to ensure that inhabitants of, so we are not getting anything regarding inhabitants of wetlands, okay. Till now we are not getting anything. Reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate, so this type of thing also we have not seen in the paragraph, okay. So now let's move forward towards our next question type, okay. So peatlands, we have seen this keyword, okay. Peatlands and drained, with these keywords we have just seen in the paragraph, okay. Peatlands which have been drained begin to release dash instead of storing, okay. So just only we have just seen, okay, we have just seen this, okay, here, okay. When peatlands are drained, okay, when peatlands are drained for cultivation, they become net carbon releaser instead of active carbon stores, okay. So our answer will be carbon, okay, our answer will be carbon, okay. So peatlands which have been drained begin to release carbon, 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 instead of storing it, okay. I hope you understood this, okay. I hope you understood this from where we are getting our answer, okay. So now let's move forward. Once peatland areas have been cleared, dash are more likely to occur, okay. Dash are more likely to occur, okay. So we have just seen this, okay. Just only we have seen this, okay. And according to Markel Sylvius, head of the climate smart land use at Wetland International, this practice causes 6% of all global emission. The clearance of peatlands, okay, so this is, okay, once the clearance of peatlands for planting also increases the risk of, okay, forest fires, okay, forest fires, which release huge amount of carbon dioxide, okay. So our answer will be fires, okay, for not forest fire, okay, only fire, okay, because here they are asking for one word only, okay. Once peatland areas have been cleared, forest fire are more likely to occur, but here they are asking for one word only, so we will write fires, 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 okay. Once peatland areas have been cleared, fires are more likely to occur, okay. From where we are getting our answer, from here we are getting our answer, okay. Once peatland, this is also our keyword, okay. So from here we are getting our answer, okay. The clearance of peatland for plantation also increases the risk of forest fire, which release huge amount of carbon dioxide, okay. I hope you understood this, and they are asking for the one word, so we will write only fire, fires, fires, okay. So look for the spellings are also very important, okay. So now let's move forward. Clearing peatland forest to make way, this thing also we have just seen, to make way, okay, to make way, we have just seen this, okay. Peatland clearing forest to make way for oil palm plantation destroys the dash of the local environment, okay. We have just seen this, okay. So we are seeing huge peatlands forest with extremely high biodiversity value being lost for a few decades of oil palm revenues, says Sylvius. Okay, so what in question they are asking, clearing peatland forest to make way for oil palm plantation destroys the dash of the local environment. Okay, dash of the local environment. Okay, so we are getting our answer. So we are getting our answer from here. Okay, from here we are getting our answer. Okay, we are seeing huge peatland forest with extremely high biodiversity value being lost. Biodiversity lost for a few decades of oil palm revenues. Okay, so our answer will be biodiversity. Okay, clearing peatland forest to make way for oil palm plantation destroys the biodiversity of the local environment. Okay, look for the spelling. Okay, spellings are very important. Okay, so our answer will be biodiversity. Okay, I hope you understood this, how we are getting our answer. Okay, from where we are getting our answer. Okay, here, from here we are getting our answer. Okay, biodiversity has been lost. Okay, biodiversity has been lost. Okay, the same thing they are asking in the question. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our D paragraph. Let's see whether we are getting our answer in another question type or not. So we have seen this Markle Sylvius. Okay, we have seen this Markle Sylvius. Let's see. Communities living in wetland must be included. So this thing we have not seen. Official policies towards wetland vary. So this thing also we have not seen. And people cause harm to wetlands without having intention. So these three things we have not seen. Okay, so we will move forward towards our next paragraph. Okay, that is E paragraph. So now let's quickly read it and let's find our answers. Okay, the damage starts when lodging companies, lodging company, this is also our keyword, lodging companies. The damage starts when lodging companies arrive to clear the trees. They dig ditches to enter the pit swamps by boat and then float the logs out of the same way. Okay, these are then used to drain water out of the peatlands to allow for the planting of corn, oil palms or pulpwood trees. Okay, once the water has drained away, bacteria and fungi then break down the carbon in the peat and turn it into carbon dioxide and methane. Meanwhile, the remainder, the remainder means the substance which remains afterwards. The remainder of the solid matter in the peat starts to move downwards in a process known as subsidence. Peat comprises 90% of water. So this is one of the most alarming consequences of peatland clearances. Most alarming consequence. In the tropics, peat subsides at about 4 centimeters a year. Peat subside at about 4 centimeters a year. So within half a century, very large landscapes on Sumatra and Borneo will become flooded as peat drops below water level, says Sylvius. It is a huge catastrophe. It is a huge catastrophe that is in preparation. Some provinces will lose 40% of their land mass. So in this paragraph we are getting so many things. We are getting lodging company, we are getting subsidence, we are getting landscapes, we are getting catosphere, and we are getting another keyword, Sylvius. So now let's see whether we are getting our answer or not. So our first question type, reference to the need to make sure that inhabitants of wetland regions continue. So this type of thing we have not seen. 16 number, reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate. We have not seen anything regarding this also. And our another keyword we are getting here. Lodging companies. Here. 21 number. Water is drained out of peatland through the dash which are created by lodging companies. Okay, what they are creating? They are creating what they are creating? They are creating ditches. Okay, they are creating ditches. Okay, so the damage starts when lodging companies arrive. When lodging companies arrive to clear the trees, they dig ditches. They create ditches to enter the peat swamps. Okay, they create or dig the ditches. Okay, so ditches will be our answer. Ditches means holes. Okay. Okay, so water is drained out of peatland through the ditches. ditches. Okay, so we will write ditches. Okay, in front of 21 in our answer sheet. Okay, so from where we are getting our answer? We are getting our answer from here. Okay, we are getting our answer from here. Okay, they dig ditches. Okay. Okay, they dig ditches or they create ditches to enter the peat swamp by boat and then float the logs by the same way. Okay, logs out the same way. Okay, so the same thing they are asking in this question. Water is drained out of peatland through the ditches which are created by the lodging companies. Okay, so we are getting our answer. Okay, draining peatlands lead to dash, a serious problem which can eventually result in coastal flooding and land loss. Okay, we have just seen this. Okay, so meanwhile the remainder of the solid matter in the peat start to move downwards in a process known as subsidence. Peat comprises 90% of water, so this is one of the most alarming consequence of peatland clearances. Okay, so what is the most alarming peatland consequences? Is subsidence. Subsidence is the most alarming consequence of the peatland clearances. Okay, so here we are getting our another answer. Okay, subsidence. Okay, draining peatlands lead to subsidence. subsidence. Okay, look for the spelling. Okay, subsidence. Okay, subsidence. Okay, subsidence is a serious problem. Okay, so draining peatlands lead to subsidence, a serious problem which can be eventually result in coastal flooding and land loss. Okay, so in front of 22 we will write subsidence. Okay, from where we are getting our answer? From here we are getting our answer. Okay, subsidence. Okay, what they are saying, peat comprises 90% of water, so this is the most alarming consequence of the peatland clearances. What is the most alarming consequence of the peatland clearances? Is subsidence. Okay, peat subsides at about 4 centimeters a year, so within a half century very large landscape on Sumatra and Borneo will become flooded. Okay, as the peat drops below water level, says Sylvius, it is a huge catastrophe that is in preparation. Some provinces will lose 40% of their land mass. Okay, so we are getting our answer from here. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our next question type. Okay, communities in the wetland must be included. We have not seen official policies. We have not seen, and people cause harm to wetlands without having an intention. We have not seen. Okay, so let's move forward towards our F paragraph. Okay, so now let's quickly read our F paragraph. Okay, and while these industries affect wetlands. Okay, while these industries affect wetlands in ways that can easily be documented. Dr. Dave Tickner. Okay, so this is also our keyword. Dr. Dave Tickner of the WWFN believes that more subtle impacts mean effect, can be even more devastating. Okay, can be even more damaging. Okay, sediment runoff and fertilizers can be pretty invisible, says Tickner. Over extraction of water is equally invisible. Okay, you do get shock stories about rivers running red or even catching fire, but there is seldom one big impact that really hurts a wetland. Tickner does not blame anyone for deliberate damage. Okay, so Tickner does not blame anyone for deliberate damage. However, I have worked on wetland issue for 20 years and have never met anybody who wanted who wanted to damage means intention to damage a wetland. Okay, what he's saying that he never met someone who wanted to damage a wetland, who intended to damage a wetland. He says it isn't something that people generally set out to do. Quite often the effects simply come from people trying to make living. Okay, so what here Tickner is saying that he never met anyone who is wanted to damage a wetland. Okay, only the thing is they are doing things to try to make a living. Okay, simply come from people trying to make a living. Okay, so many things we are getting in this F paragraph. So now let's see our first question. So reference to the need to make sure that inhabitants of wetland region continue to benefit from them. So we have not seen anything regarding this. Okay, 15 we have done. 16, reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate. We have not seen anything regarding this, and we have completed our complete the sentence. Okay, we have completed our complete the sentence. Okay, we have completed this. Okay, so our next question type is, let's see, communities living in wetlands. So let's see whether we are getting our answer or not. Communities living in wetland region must be included in discussion. So included in discussion we have not seen. Official policies toward wetlands vary from one nation to another nation. We have not seen anything regarding this. 25, people cause harm to wetlands without having any intention to do so. Yes, this thing we have seen. Okay, and who is saying this thing? Dave Tickner is saying this thing. Okay, so we will write D. We will write D in front of 25 in our answer sheet. Okay, we will write D in front of 25 in our answer sheet. Okay, from where we are getting our answer? Okay, from where we are getting our answer? We are getting our answer from the from the F paragraph. Okay, what here David Tickner is saying? David Tickner is saying that David Tickner have never met anybody who wanted to damage a wetland. He says it isn't something that people generally set out to do. Quite often the effects simply come from people trying to make living. Okay, wanted to damage. Okay, he never met anybody who wanted to damage a wetland. Okay, so David Tickner is saying the same thing, and here the statement is asking, in the statement they are asking, people cause harm to wetlands without having any intention to do so. Okay, so who is saying this? Dave Tickner is saying this. Okay, so we will write D in front of 25 in our answer sheet. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our G paragraph. Let's quickly read it. Okay, Sylvius also acknowledges the importance of income generation. It is not that we just want to restore the biodiversity of the wetland, which we do. Okay, but we recognize there is a need to provide an income for the local people. Okay, local people means they are talking about the native people around the wetland. Okay, this approach is supported by IWMI. The idea is that people in a developing country will only protect wetlands if they value and protect from them. Okay, says McCartney. Okay, what McCartney is saying? The idea is that people in a developing country will only protect wetland if they value. Who they are talking? They are talking about the native people. They are talking about the local people around the wetland. Okay, if they value and profit from them. Okay, if the native people, if they get benefit from them, okay, and they understand the value of wetland, okay, they will definitely protect the wetland. Okay, this type of thing McCartney is saying in this. Okay, okay, for sustainability it is essential that local people are involved in wetland planning and decision making and have clear right to use wetlands. Okay, so what McCartney is saying? McCartney is also saying that local people should be involved in wetland planning and decision making and have clear rights to use wetlands. Okay, So two things McCartney is saying. McCartney is saying two things. Okay, what McCartney is saying? McCartney is saying the people will, if people around the wetland, if they value and profit, then they will definitely protect the wetlands. Okay, and also McCartney is saying that local people should be involved in wetland planning and decision making. Okay, and have clear rights to use them. Okay, so these two things McCartney is saying. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our answer or not. So our first question, 14 number of question, reference to the need to ensure that inhabitants of the wetland regions continue to benefit from them. Okay, so this type of thing we have just seen this. Okay, so we will write in which paragraph we have seen this. We have seen this in G number of paragraph. We have seen this. Okay, so we will write G in front of 14 in our answer sheet. Okay, we will write. Okay friends, so we will write G in front of 14 in our answer sheet. Okay, how we are, from where we are getting our answer? From in G paragraph only we are getting our answer. Okay, what they are saying, Sylvia is also acknowledges the importance of income generation. Okay, okay. It is not that we just want to restore the diversity of land, which we do, but we recognize there is a need to provide an income for the local people. Provide an income for the local people means they are talking about the benefit. They are talking the benefit of the local people. Okay, provide an income for the local people means they are talking about the benefit of the local people. Okay, so from here, from these lines, from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, and this approach is supported by IWMI. The idea is that people in a developing country will only protect wetland if they value and profit from them. Okay, here they are talking about the value and profit of them, and here they are talking about the income for the local people. Okay, so in G number of paragraph we are getting, from the G number of paragraph we are getting our these lines. Okay, reference to the need to make sure that inhabitants of wetland regions continue to benefit from them. Okay, continue to benefit from them. Okay, so from G number of paragraph we are getting our answer. Okay, so in this whole paragraph they are talking about the profit, they are talking about the income. Okay, they are talking about the value, profit. Okay, see these things we are getting from G number of paragraph. Okay, so that's why we have written G in front of 14. Okay, so we will write G in front of 14 in our answer sheet. Okay, and here what they are asking, the reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetlands. Okay, so this type of thing we have not seen, okay, till now. Okay, and our another question type, we are getting our another keyword also. Okay, so let's see. First one, communities living in wetland must be included in discussion about the future of these areas. Yes, this thing we have seen. Okay, who is saying this thing? McCartney is saying this thing. Okay, so we will write A in front of 23 in our answer sheet. Okay, Matthew McCartney is saying this thing. Okay, that local people around the wetland region are included in decision making planning. Okay, so here for sustainability. Okay, from here for sustainability it is, okay, for sustainability it is essential that local people are involved in wetland planning and decision making and have clear right to use wetlands. Okay, who is saying this? McCartney is saying this. Okay, McCartney is saying these lines. Okay, so that's why we have written McCartney, that is A number. Okay, A number in front of 23 in our answer sheet. Okay, only C is remaining. We can directly write C here. Okay, we can directly write C here. Okay, but we will first we will read. Okay, but in exam if NB is not given, okay, NB is not given. Okay, so as we are saying NB is not given. Okay, NB is not given, so we can write C number directly in front of 24. Okay, directly in front of 24, but first make sure. Okay, okay, don't just write. Okay, but we can assume that only C is remaining and 24 is remaining. Okay, so this will be our answer, but we will confirm it. Okay, Okay, so our last question is remaining, last paragraph is remaining. So now let's quickly read it. The fortunes of wetland would be improved, Sylvia suggests, if more governments recognize their long-term value. Okay, so government, this is our keyword. Okay, government means officials. Okay, government means officials. Okay, so let's see. The fortunes of wetlands should be improved, would be improved, Sylvia suggests, if more governments recognize their long-term value. Different government have different attitudes. Okay, he says means who is saying? Sylvia is saying. Okay, and goes on to explain that some countries place a high priority on restoring wetlands while others still deny the issue. Okay, so some countries, okay, nation, okay, countries means nation. Okay, our keyword. Okay, McCartney is cautiously optimistic. However, awareness of the importance of wetlands is growing, he says. Okay, awareness of the importance of wetland is growing, is increasing. Awareness of the importance of wetland is increasing, he says. Who says? McCartney. Okay, it is true that wetland degradation still continues at a rapid pace. Okay, at rapid speed. Okay, at rapid speed, but my impression is that things are slowly changing. Okay, but my impression is that things are slowly changing. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our another answers, remaining answers or not. Okay, so reference 16 number, reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetlands. Okay, beginning. Okay, are beginning. Okay, and here what they are saying? They are saying that okay, so reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetlands. Okay, so this thing we have just seen in this last paragraph. That is H number of paragraph, we have just seen this. Okay, from here. Okay, McCartney is cautiously optimistic. However, awareness of the importance of wetlands is growing, he says. It is true that wetlands degradation still continues at a rapid speed, but my impression is that things are slowly changing. Okay, so from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, from here, from these three lines we are getting our answer. Okay, so we will write H. Okay, last paragraph H. We will write H number of paragraph in front of 16 in our answer sheet. Okay, because we are getting our answer from this. Okay, we are getting our answer from this H number of paragraph. Okay, from this H number of paragraph we are getting our answer. This answer reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetlands. Okay, okay, from where we are getting our answer? We are getting our answer from, okay, reference to the idea that people are beginning to appreciate the value of wetland. Okay, so from these lines to these lines we are getting our answer. Okay, from these lines we are getting our answer. Okay, so with this we have completed our following information types of question. We have completed complete the sentences, and only one question is remaining. Okay, official policies toward wetlands vary from one nation to the next. Okay, so this thing, who is saying this thing? This thing is saying, Sylvia is saying these things. Okay, so we will write C in front of 24. We will write C in front of 24 in our answer sheet. Okay, okay, so from where we are getting our answer? From here we are getting our answer. Okay, what the fortunes of wetlands would be improved, Sylvia suggests, if more governments recognize their long-term value. Different government have different attitudes. Okay, a different government have different attitudes, he says, and goes on to explain that some countries place a higher priority on restoring wetlands while others still deny this issue. Okay, so from these lines to these lines. Okay, these lines are spoken by Sylvia's. Okay, these lines are spoken by Sylvia's. From this line to this line. Okay, from these lines to these lines. Okay, from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, and then Sylvia's is speaking this answer. Okay, so statement. Sylvia's is speaking these statements. Okay, these lines. Okay, so we will write C in front of 24 in our answer sheet. Okay, official policies towards wetlands vary from one nation to next. Okay, some nation, what they are saying here, some countries place a high priority on restoring wetlands while others still deny the issue. Okay, so different nation have different policies, okay, for towards the wetlands, okay. So that's why we will write C in front of 24 in our answer sheet, okay. So with this we have completed our entire paragraphs, okay. We have completed our entire passage, okay. I hope you understood this. And this passage is from Cambridge 19, okay, academic Cambridge 19 test 3, okay. I hope you understood this. So try to learn and try to understand each passage. Every passage is important.